ground, sitting on doves. Can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
Hey guys, welcome back to Cinetopical. Nate here again with Strange Wang. He is the strangest of Wangs. You know who else is kind of strange? Not Sam Jackson. He seems pretty normal. I really like him. He has a new movie coming out called Glass, and we're pretty excited about it. I haven't seen it yet. I really want to see it. But we figured what better opportunity to talk about our top 5 favorite Samuel L. Jackson performances.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, so this list was hard. We talked about this before because he has a lot of little roles.
That's true.
One of mine is favorites, Stack Edwards in Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah. I figured that would show up
Yeah.
for you.
Big Don in True Romance.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about eating ass.
I eat every motherfucking thing.
For me, like, I really wanted to put his character for Jurassic Park on here, but I just didn't feel like there was quite enough of him on there. But
Not enough butt to hang on to.
there's just not quite enough butts to hang on to.
Because he was too busy eating them in True Romance.
It's true.
My number 5 is going to be Valentine from The Kingsman. This performance, with all his nuances, I know it was written, but he really brought it to life, and I was like, I cannot see anyone playing this character besides Sam Jackson. He has a stutter. He doesn't like to see blood and violence. He takes the stereotypical Bond villain and makes it his own. Number 4, maybe on your list, Lazarus from Black Snake Moan.
That is my number 5.
Some of my favorite settings are New York Italian settings, and the complete opposite, which we have in this movie, the dirty South,
Yeah.
or the simple South.
Right.
This is a good mixture of both. You get a little bit of the dirty South, because he's talking about fucking farm animals a little bit, and then he's taking care of this girl who's addicted to sex.
Right.
Sex.
What are you, the monkey from Rampage?
Now that's really funny.
He obviously has lived kind of a rough life on his own, but just kind of through his weird divorce, that situation he has going on, feels that he needs to find some sort of purpose in life.
He plays a mean guitar.
He does. I love that scene, dude.
Yeah.
That scene is really, really good. And like getting to watch their development as like characters, this weird, like the two most unlikely people in the world to form a relationship and form this relationship together. Really interesting take on sex addiction and how it's related to a lot more than just a desire for sex. It has like way deeper connections. My number 4 is going to be Mr. Samuel Jackson in The Hateful Eight.
Not on my list.
Not on your list?
I had to narrow it down to 2 Tarantino movies because it was 1 through 4.
Yeah,
and I was like, alrighty then.
I had a feeling it wouldn't be when you told me that you narrowed it down to 2. I knew which 2 you're going to pick.
Clearly.
Because you like one of those movies way more than anyone else on the planet does. But it's true.
Factual.
So, yeah, there's obviously a lot of people in this movie. But his role sticks out to me, at least in the top 2 of roles that stick out to in that movie. His whole little ruse that he understands he's a black man in a white man's world, like right after the Civil War. So he's got his whole little ruse with the Lincoln letter and how he talks to Daisy Domergue.
My number 3 is going to be Zeus from Die Hard with a Vengeance. I love the pairing between Bruce Willis and Sam Jackson because we see in the beginning Sam Jackson is kind of like a Malcolm X type, telling kids to go to school, saying go to college, don't do drugs. They have this little speech they repeat back and forth with each other, and then he's like, "Uncle, there's a white man outside." Okay, not like this white man. And like the same scene, he literally said, "Don't trust the white man."
Yeah,
and he goes out there to help Bruce Willis with his sign, which I'm not going to say. And like their back and forth is great. Especially when he's like, "Hey Zeus, my name ain't Jesus. Put a lightning bolt in your ass." Just like the way they play off of each other, and like a very believable person Sam Jackson is in the movie, without being too over the top. Number 2, Pulp Fiction, Jules Winfield.
Okay, well it's gonna be my number 1, but that's okay.
I figured so it's much easier to like a character, I think, than to dislike him. And he's so cool in this movie.
We're all going to be like 3 little Fonzies here. And what's Fonzie like? Come on, Yolanda, what's Fonzie like?
Cool.
What?
Cool.
Correctamundo. And that's what we're going to be. We're going to be cool.
And especially with like playing off of Vincent, who's a hothead, which means he is the cool one. And he has to cool him down, which makes him even cooler. Such a cool character.
Yeah, he's fucking great. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I just realized that I'm probably going to be pissed at whatever your number 1 is. So
You know what number 1 is.
I don't know what your number 1 is, but there's a good chance I'm gonna be pissed at it. Yeah, I'll just go and talk about it since we were pretty close to it. Yeah, Jules Winfield, man, what a dude.
What a
Bad motherfucker.
Truly, like, is the only character in the movie that has any meaningful arc.
Yeah.
He just carries, like, he's so charismatic. Like, he's definitely the louder of the two. He's the one that does all the talking when they bust in the boy's apartment and shit goes off. It's just really, really good. My number 3 is gonna be Glass, or Unbreakable. Sorry.
Unbreakable.
Yeah. He is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, he's so menacing. And it was a little bit weird because obviously I've already seen Split and I've watched the trailer for Glass multiple times. So I don't feel like knowing the twist really ruined it, but I could definitely see how, like, watching it the first time and not realizing that he was really basically a homegrown terrorist until the very end. Pretty cool twist. Like a more subtle one than Shyamalan gives
the
sometimes.
slowest superhero movie you'll ever get.
Yeah.
Hands down.
But it was really, really good. But even better than the movie, I feel like, was his performance. Because he's just like... Well, I mean, he's a genius. So, I mean, he's just methodical and slow. And the way he manipulates Bruce Willis's character and just kind of toying with him the whole time. Trying to get him to realize what he really is. While at the same time, like, giving him these clues as to who he is and all this kind of stuff. It's menacing.
Yeah.
It is.
And he has the same haircut as my number 1 main title character, which is Django Unchained.
Wow, thanks for letting me talk about my number 2.
It isn't Django Unchained?
It is. But I still get to say it first because it's my number 2.
I was about to say, what? Table flip.
And I was wrong. You weren't going to piss me off with your number 1.
His,
yeah.
Jackie Brown Odell. Ordell, apologize.
Right.
Great fucking character.
Yeah.
Had to limit it to Tarantino, so had to.
Fair enough. Yeah, Django's my number 2, or his character in Django's my number 2. Yeah, Steven. I feel like there's so many quotes that I want to say that I can't say because I'm white. But he's fucking funny, dude. But we gotta talk about this character a lot. And I think something we talk about a lot is this weird sort of evenness that he has with Calvin Candy, but like
so
when it comes for him to know his place, like he knows when he's got to fucking step down.
Yeah,
it's just a weird, like, out of all the slave master relationships you see in that movie, theirs is definitely the most dynamic. Yeah, for sure, definitely the most dynamic and most interesting because he generally takes what Steven is telling him to heart. But also, like, they both kind of seem to feel like they're the ones who are in control.
Yeah.
To an extent,
there's also a level of, like, mutual respect. I feel like because as soon as he gets there, after he gets done making out with his sister, before he makes out with his sister, he literally says, "Steven, you old decrepit bastard, come here."
Yeah.
And then Steven comes out and it's like, "Hey, this is what's been going on." Mm-hmm. Is that I ain't saying that.
Yeah.
Is that
on that nag?
Is that a Jamie Foxx on that nag?
Yeah, right.
And then he does the whole, like, greatest introduction like a Tarantino movie to me, where he's like, "I miss you like a rock in my shoe."
Oh yeah, that's such a good one. Like a baby misses Mammy's titty. Yeah.
Like a hog misses slap.
Yeah.
And then that man's like, "You gotta burn Avery like she did that." He's so racist against Django because, like, he's like another black guy on my level.
Right.
And, like,
he's threatening. He doesn't like it.
If we make a top 10, top 5, whatever, most hated characters in movies, this is my number 1.
Yeah.
And I love him so much.
Because he does. He just ruins everything.
That was our top 5 Samuel L. Jackson performances. And subscribe to the channel.
Motherfucker.
Hustler, hustler, hustler,
Yeah.
hustler, 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 hustler.
I can't feel my face.
No, my Grizzy, I'm a bona fide hustler.
Yeah.
No, my Grizzy, I'm a bona fide
You know I gotta
hustler.
stay.
No, my Grizzy, I'm a bona fide hustler.
I'm a
hustler, hustler, hustler.
I stay.
No,